Hello everyone, welcome to Powerline. I'm your host Skynet, and today I've got an updated deck profile for you for my Daiskaiser deck. Because Stargate dropped, therefore I got some new toys to play with. So let me show you what I'm working with. So, Dimension Rebels, Daiskaiser, you guys know Diehawk. Diehawk's going to be my starter. All around, just a perfect starter for the whole deck. And able to stride while my opponent is at 2. This just puts on some crazy pressure. It forces them to drop 2 cards earlier than they needed to drop. So one of them being a perfect guy because they don't have the zeros to guard the attack, and especially if there's lore behind, it just creates a lot of good pressure on my opponent. So with that said, trigger lineup is still the same. 2 Yushas, 2 Trues, and 4 regular Daikaisers. The lineup will never change. You primarily want to be on Daikaiser so you can break ride, so you can Legion. That's pretty much it. Going down to my grade 2s, this is where my grade 2s changed. I went down from 4 to 3 Dijets because I was running 2 Ressens. Ressens came out. Then I kept my bazookas at 4 because, again, being counted as a grade 3 in the drive check zone and being able to counter charge and soul charge just in case if I need to have the soul for the abilities, it's just too important of a card. And lastly, the new addition to the deck would be Dipole. They changed his name to Daiball, but it's Dipole in Japanese. Dipole is great because when you go into your Die Earth turn and you have to pull out a 3 and a 2, especially if it's my Diehawk stride, don't want to pull out this and I don't want to pull out that, so I'll immediately pull out a Dipole and I'll pull out like whatever I don't need. So usually it's a Dayusha, and Dipole immediately gives Dayusha 5k, making him a 16k attacker, which is excelente. Going into the grade 1s, the grade 1 area changed as well. So I'm still running 4 Laurels because Laurel is Bay. What didn't change? Weaking Cylinder at 2. I'm running 3 Die Cutters. Now, the reason why I didn't choose Yuka on this one is because Yuka is just a one and done. And she's also a generation break. So I didn't want to just it was needed at the time, but not anymore. And this guy gives me some random soul charge. So in the event that I missed a ride, or if I had to ride Laurel or Weaking and I need to get the extra soul, this guy will help. Or if I die-hawked and I know I have extra soul to play with, it enables me to keep using this. So I'm not worrying, especially when I go into my Legion turns. It's just nice to have the soul charge, and every time I soul charge, I get 2k, and then if I stride, get another 2k. So now it's an 11k booster or attacker. So then, lastly, bringing up the rear is the new Perfect Guard, and the new Perfect Guard is great. It can Perfect Guard any dimensional robos, I believe. Yep, any dimensional robos, and when it's placed on the guidance circle, I choose one of my Vanguards, and it gets plus 4k for each dimensional robo in my soul. So again, synergy with Diehawk and with the random soul charging that I'm doing. I think this is optimal for me. Other people may think differently and still want to run Yuka or something else, but it's however you want to do this. Trigger lineup is actually the same, except we just got some new toys that we can play with. It's 8 criticals because reasons. It will be for the new heels, just to give me the option of soul charging and counter charging. Probably going to counter charge. And the draw triggers, just, he's pretty cool and he has an effect. And it's been a while since we had a new draw trigger. So that's the trigger lineup. Nothing special. I thought about going 2 draws and 10 criticals, but the deck is just fine where it is, to be honest. G-Zone. The G-Zone changed slightly. And my G-Zone, a lot of people are not going to agree with my G-Zone, but I'll let you know why. So I'm running 8 Earths, 2 Leons, 2 Dimax, which is a change. I went down from 4 to 2 into 2 Birds, 1 King, 2 Atlantis Dolphins, 2 GO5s, and 1 Caribou. So, here is the argument. I live in a more control-centric area where chaos is running rampant, where overlord is running rampant, where our economy is being seen, and everyone's just like retiring stuff. So, I always want to have Die-Earth around to help me refill my field for just only a counterblast 2, so I'm not using up all the resources from my hand. This is the reason why I'm running 4 Die-Earths. The reason why I cut the maxes down to 2, and then I put in Die-Birds, because in the event that my opponent is smart, or in the unfortunate event that I heal at 2 and go down, heal at grade 2 and go down from 2 damage to 1 damage, I need something to do for my my Diehawk turn. That's just the way it is. Because usually what ended up happening was I'd go into Dimax and just waste the effect. But instead of going into Dimax, I can just go into Bird. So now I have an alternative for a stride. And there you guys have it. Updated, deverbal build. Catch you all there.